Big crypto family and my coin factory family. We're back again with another daily Kaspa and crypto live stream, your daily dose of crypto Kaspa FOMO. And while the markets for Kaspa right now are looking a little bit worse for wear, right now we're currently down 3.26% on the daily time frame, valued now at 10.55 cents. We're still holding above 11 cents, above 10 cents. We're talking about exactly where we see Kaspa going in the immediate short term and long term outlook as well. But we have some very, very big updates. We have some huge announcements regarding smart contracts coming for Kaspa sooner than you think, which is extremely bullish, but potentially we could be seeing the elusive Binance listing this week. Of course, this is speculation, but we've seen some updates and posts happening recently, and based on the fact that the Coinbase perp is coming out on Thursday in 3 days time, maybe we see it. Maybe we see it. Of course, we've got a lot to cover. As always, if you enjoy the streams, doing these streams daily, leave a like, share your and subscribe for more, and welcome back everyone to the stream. Buffalo Theory, again, good morning to you. Kryptoni, my brother, welcome back again. Andy, welcome, good evening to you too, sir. And Serge, my man, welcome back as well. So, yes, Kaspa right now is consolidating between this zone of 10.5 to 11.1 cents. And again, while the price is currently correcting on the daily time frame, for the past 4 days in a row, we have been touching and rebounding and getting rejected at the 11.1 cent zone, which for me is extremely bullish, because it shows signs that this is a strong level of resistance for Kaspa, and should we break above it, we could see quite a nice breakout following this as well. And I think that is on the horizon. Again, we'll have to wait and see, but Kaspa right now, while still down for quite some time, I still think it's got a lot of potential coming through very, very soon. Now, the fact of the matter is, Kaspa is again in quite a unique position because Coinbase, Binance, VCs and KOLs, all of them initially they ignored Kaspa. They decided to completely ignore them and pay no mind to them because they had no control over it. They couldn't get, ICOs. They couldn't get any offerings from Kaspa. Like some project will shill. We'll pay other content creators to shill the project. Kaspa doesn't do that. It's fair launch. But now they're all focused or forced to chase what they want to dismiss because Kaspa is proving itself to be a tech that will end up taking over this space. My stream yesterday, we covered it in a lot more detail. I released a short earlier today covering parts of that stream as well, talking about Idra Labs' long thread on smart contracts coming to Kaspa, why it's going to be so big for Kaspa in this space. You'll start seeing adoption this year, I believe, and start being even more permanent and prominent into the years to follow as well. The lesson, of course, is follow tech, don't go against it, and Kaspa, I think, are one of the best techs in this space. And right now, Kaspa, again, we've been talking about it, struggling to get above that 11 cent zone here. That's because we can see, and I'm sure it's not just Mexi, but at least it is Mexi for this current picture here. Mexi are doing the most by keeping Kaspa under 11 cents. Right now, we've got a massive sell wall right here at the 10.9 cents zone. A massive sell wall, a much bigger sell wall than we do have the buy wall. We have a buy wall here as well, of course, but when you're looking at a 211k compared to 45k, we can see right now that Mexi, the exchange, and I'm sure other exchanges as well, their current idea is to keep Kaspa below 11 cents. Right now they're doing so, but I think it's only a matter of time. Interestingly as well, we're seeing exchanges across the board seemingly gear up. If you look at the wallet addresses right now for Kaspa, we've seen a lot, we have a lot of selling today. We're now down to 509 addresses, which is, you could argue, concerning, but I'm not too bothered because I'm also seeing many other wallets, the big wallets in particular, scoop up a hell of a lot more Kaspa. The elusive wallet here, which was number 5, is now number 4. You can see right here, this was the number 5 wallet. It's predicted to be Binance's wallet. We don't know yet which wallet it is, but as clockwork, once again, it's Monday today. And of course, they buy Kaspa on Monday. They also buy it on Thursday. So we've seen another 6 mil Kaspa scooped up today, and we're sure to see a lot more, I'm sure, scooped up on the 20th of February. Again, the day that Coinbase perps launch the Kaspa. Maybe this is going to release the tag of who it is. Potentially, we'll have to wait and see. But this is now number 4, which is interesting to see. Bybit scooped up so much Kaspa, an insane amount of Kaspa, and according to this post here, we saw that wallet stack up 157 million Kaspa earlier, which was absolutely insane, and we have no idea exactly the reasoning for that. We can speculate it because they're gearing up, they know something's about to happen, so they're gearing up. Maybe they realize something that we don't. Although Casper Guru here puts it, I believe it is wallet consolidation based on the transaction. So more so that maybe the other wallets that Bybit own decide to combine all of it into one wallet, so they have to lower their transaction costs with UTXO. But either way, we've seen this Bybit wallet, whether it be kind of a blend of combining a lot of their wallets together, sort of. Well, not exactly like that, but it's kind of like that. This wallet now has seen a massive increase in Casper, which is interesting to see. Uphold still stacking more and more, but it's been taken over now by number 4, potentially going to be Binance's wallet. Interesting, if you look at this wallet again as well, we see more of these small test transactions again. 0.8 earlier today. We also saw 1 earlier today, and we also saw 0.1 the day before as well. We're seeing a lot of these very minuscule, 1 cent, 2 cent transactions going through in this number 4 wallet right now, and it's accelerating as well. We can see we saw 5, 0.69, they're accelerating frequently. They're happening almost daily at this point, these test transactions. So it's interesting to see that based on what's going to be coming through very, very soon. So right now, this wallet's become the 4th largest holder. It's very interesting to see. We want to think it's Binance, but the reason why I say Binance may be coming this week is because of a number of factors. One, because Binance, to our knowledge, has still not distributed Kappa mining rewards to the miners, which is very, it's weird, but it's interesting. Why is it not? We suspect it's going to happen in 14 working days, and it's not happened. People are speculating because we had the Chinese New Year, which caused some delays for the holidays. We don't know the exact reason. We actually don't know when the distribution period is going to be completely done. They said it should have been done by now, and it's not. So potentially, we're still waiting for the spot listing if the distribution period is finished. And as MEXC Casper puts it out here, Binance has the chance to do the funniest thing here, list and pump Casper to force Coinbase, their competitor, to buy at a higher price, to not short but to long Casper, but to buy at a higher price. And I don't think it's outrageous to say that, but what's also interesting is this post from Binance US that just came out earlier today, and about 2 hours ago. Coming soon on the 19th of February 2025. There's not disclosed exactly what's coming soon, who's coming soon, but something's coming soon. And this is speculation again. This is not confirmation by any means, but considering that the Coinbase perps comes out on the 20th, considering that we've also seen Binance himself post block time over clock time, with an hourglass here now. Again, I am not financial advice. I'm just believing once more that Binance is going to be listing Casper in due time. And this post for me, the timing of which is quite convenient. Now, again, we'll have to wait and see. I do believe, we do have these posts from these so-called trusted sources, if you will, that have stated that Binance will be listing Casper this month in February. We'll have to wait and see. I'm confident it'll happen this cycle regardless, and I think Coinbase will also happen this cycle regardless as well. We've already got the perps coming out now. But I think Binance, again, this is interesting to see, and shout out to Andy. I did see this already, but shout out to Andy who, reached out to me on Discord, who just let me know, have I seen this? And I had. Yes, this is a very interesting post to see from Binance US. Talk about something coming soon. We don't know who it is, but potentially it's Casper. And that therefore leads me. I do think this week, regardless, is going to be a big week for Casper based on Coinbase purchases confirmed, and also the fact that tomorrow we the start of the FTX repayments, which could also see a lot more, potentially $18 billion worth of capital flow into Bitcoin and altcoins. So we are going to see a lot more money flooding in tomorrow potentially, which could be good for Bitcoin and crypto assets to soar higher in value. And again, Casper with its current all these exchanges, these big wallets starting to stack more and more interestingly, with hash rate also staying around quite solidly high levels, around 1.37 EH right now, based on the massive developments of smart contracts as well. I'm going to get into all of this stuff in a moment as well. I think Binance again is just around the corner. They're waiting again for that event catalyst, as we do talk about time and time again, and I think that event catalyst potentially on the horizon following the Coinbase perps. So think about it, potentially you see Binance list on the 19th, Coinbase perps on the 20th. That could be two of the biggest exchanges competing and launching Casper. One spot, one futures, could be a very big catalyst for Casper to see quite a volatile rise in price. We have to wait and see though. Right now the volume for Casper is still a little low, around 70 million, but we already see it go higher in due time. You can see the majority right now being controlled by Gate, then MEXC, then it is Bybit, and then it is LBank. We want to see, of course, more of it go to Bybit, and also a lot more higher volume of Kaspa as well. But we'll have to wait and see. Either way, the first part of this title saying Binance listing this week, not confirmation, it's speculation. But I think with this wallet number 5 turning to number 4 now, having over 531 million Kaspa, constant daily now, we saw earlier they're conducting, sort of daily test transactions, if you will, minuscule transactions every single day now. For me, potentially this is a building up towards their distribution of their funding wallet. That's still not come to fruition yet, which we don't know why. So it'll happen in due time. And again, this post here could just be the icing on the cake, if you will. We'll have to wait and see, of course. One thing that I do believe is that these exchanges know how to make money, and they also understand what's coming to Kaspa will be absolutely game-changing. KF makes an announcement here about the event taking place in 2 weeks, but also we've got all of these massive announcements here talking about smart contracts are getting closer and closer with Kaspa. I'm going to get into in just a moment. Which year? 2025. Good evening, or good evening to you too, Rule Britannia. Hope you're doing very well, my man. Welcome back. I'm hoping for the big dildo god candle this week. I would be a dream come true. We'll have to wait and see, of course. Nothing's confirmed right now. The markets, again, Bitcoin's currently retracing a little bit. It's still kind of being quite stagnant in around the 95 to 98k level right now. As our trader in the executive community has pointed out, we're waiting for a more confirmed breakout, which will depend on the macro news. So far, the trend is still undetermined where it's going to go, although it's right now maybe looking a little bit more bearish. And Kaspa, this is the first bearish that we've seen in the past week, but again, it's not come back too heavily. And I think there is a good chance we see some good pumps Kaspa this week, and of course, weeks to follow, following 10 BPS developments and also smart contracts as well. Welcome back, Crazy World. I've missed you, my man. It's been a minute. Hope you're doing very well, staying healthy. Welcome back to you too, DD. I clearly think that the smart contracts will come faster than expected. I truly believe that as well, and that's what all these posts here seem to be talking about as well. Smart contracts coming sooner than we expect. Free Mr. Mars. Yeah, I mean, he's been absent recently, so evidently I must have taken his TV privileges away as well, apparently. Lambo cancelled. We've still got a lot of time left. We're only in February. The cycle can still easily go till Q3, Q4, so not yet. I don't think it's too early to call that. What's good, Stephen King? Finally back on the live. It's been a minute. It has been a while, but good to have you back, my man. Hope you're doing very, very well. DC, sup, you bunch of bull bags. Feeling positive about Kaspa? You know it. Always positive about Kaspa. What's up, John Doe? How you feeling? I'm feeling better, my man. Thank you for asking. Things are on the mend right now, so it's time to get your head down and grind more and more regarding Kaspa, regarding crypto, regarding getting your just getting locked in. It's time to lock in, really. With that, we've got this first post here from the KF, or the post I want to talk about the KF here. So obviously it's talking about the Crypto Expo in Europe taking place in 2 weeks, 2nd to 3rd of March. We are thrilled to announce the KF will be attending. We're eagerly anticipating meeting with everyone and unveiling exciting developments about Kaspa. We've already heard from Kaspador, already heard from Casplex as well. You know, the fact that these projects are going to be in attendance. I'm going to be dropping some alpha information, which from what I have seen from the post we talked about, seems to be correlating regarding potentially some stablecoin announcements and or smart contract announcements coming out in 2 weeks for Kaspa. Should be very, very big. So again, that could be 2 weeks time, could be a very big time for Kaspa in March. And as Christian Logbook highlights here, there are 4 different smart contract development projects happening right now on Kaspa. Project Sparkle, also IGRA, also Kaspa EVM, and Casplex as well. The build on Kaspa was already intense, but now it has become the new space race. And today's announcement regarding Kaspa smart contract is coming through Kaspa EVM. We seem to have a lot of big things coming out. Also, needs says here that smart contracts are getting close on Kaspa right now. For the past month, Chris Kang led the development of ZK-based rollups and planned an EVM capital layer 2. So again, Casplex is one of them as well. And we can see here from IGRA Labs, look at her fly. How can you not be bullish for Kaspa? From Kaspa Frog here. This is the first test layer 2 transaction on IGRA. Now, as Shy jokingly states here, and Kotor stuff, I have no idea what I'm watching, but it's obviously very, very fast. If you pause it right in the right time zone and enhance it, you can see I've absolutely no idea what I'm looking at. So yeah, no idea what's going on here, but whatever's happening is extremely fast, and that's what Kaspa's about. Fast, seamless transactions. ZDO Swaps here puts as well. We are thrilled about IGRA's vision to revolutionize blockchain with security, speed, and interoperability. We're looking forward to leveraging IGRA's infrastructure to provide our users with a secure, scalable, and seamless trading experience. This, of course, off the back of IGRA making this very long thread that I spoke about yesterday, which talked about some very game-changing stuff. Talk about the fact that, a lot of these blockchain projects right now and protocols, they already achieved significant adoption, talking Ethereum, XRP Ledger, so on and so forth, Solana, but because they are proof of stakes and because of the infrastructure they have behind it, they are deadlocked, and they've limited themselves, if you will. And soon enough, users, institutions, and retail alike will realize there's little to no benefit from these other protocols. But Kaspa will come in and take its place and prove itself, because Kaspa plans to leverage by leveraging Kaspa's planned support for synchronous atomic composability. IGRA will be able to will enable interoperability between systems of any type of virtual machine, whether it be Solana, Move, or Wasm. So Kaspa again will be able to be connecting to interoperable to connect to every single blockchain system in this space, which will give it a leg up against other infrastructure that seem to be more so static. If you don't use us, you can't use anything. This is what's coming to IGRA, and it looks also like Zelia Swaps is going to be one of the layer 2s that are building on top of it as well, which would be interesting as well. One of the projects built on top of it as well. So IGRA Labs is one. We know Kaspa is another one as well. We know Project Sparkle's also coming on Kaspa. Then we also have Kaspa EVM. And we've got a big update here from Kaspa EVM. We've got our smart contracts, an update for the Kaspa community. This is very important. The completion of the Kaspa EVM project will introduce a highly efficient and secure EVM-compatible smart contract sidechain that the Kaspa community can use for various applications such as DeFi, NFTs, and more. Here we have the roadmap / white paper and so on and so forth here. So talking obviously about the things coming towards it, which is very interesting to see. So we've got your DeFi dev shop is ran by the team at Ysoft LLC, which is an American company. It's also behind Wise Token. Wise Token currently has over $50 million worth of liquidity and is one of the top pools on Uniswap version 2. Wise Lending is currently making major partnerships with top blockchain projects like the KRI chain, who has promised a multi-million-dollar commitment to the Wise Lending protocol. We're currently seeking out funding partners such as the KEF to aid in the funding and development of the Kaspa EVM project. A lot of stuff's coming to them right here, and we can see some links to that stuff is here, and then we've got the project overview here, which for me is very important. Talk about they're going to function as a VM compatible sidechain to Kaspa, allowing a seamlessly bridge one-to-one between the real Kaspa and the sidechain Kaspa EVM coin. Solidity smart contract will be enabled on this sidechain, allowing the Kaspa community to participate in DeFi, NFTs, and all the other benefits that the smart contracts offer. This sidechain will also be one of the most decentralized proof-of-stake chains as well to secure Kaspa EVM via staking. So there's other elements to that as well, which is interesting to see. We can see here the proposed development phases, so how soon we could potentially see it coming through. Phase 1, architecture and planning in the next 2 to 3 weeks from now. In-depth coding review, examining the project's proof-of-stake logic, bridging requirements and any previous known issues, reward mechanisms, project planning, and so on and so forth. Next step is core implementations, 4 to 6 weeks, which means we could potentially seeing this in March going into April, soon after the release of 10 BPS. We can see core implementation happening, launching a new repo for Kaspa EVM, configure chain parameters, and develop our unique emission logic. That's the developer begins. Of course, then you've got the secondary incentive token, so developing this contract to buying back and distributing this token to validators, optional multi-token fee support to implementing CELO-like functionality if we decide it's a good fit, and much more as well. And then this is testnet auditing happening in a similar time frame as well, a few weeks after that as well. So that'd be, I'm assuming this is all talking about, obviously phase 1 first, then phase 2, then phase 3, of course, it makes sense. So it'd be first 2-3 weeks, so that's going to bring us into March, then we see a month or so after that will be the next step, so we'll see it into April, maybe even early May time. And then we're seeing going into June/July, we'll see the testnet and auditing. So you'll see the testnet launch, deploying the testnet, public or private, so early adopters can experiment and provide feedback. We've got the work with our chosen bridging partners to integrate bridging mechanisms on both sides. Security audit, which remember the KEF have secured a audit partnership as well with Bits Lab. So that's interesting to see as well. And we see the Deliverables being a fully functioning Kaspa EVM testnet, vision staking components tested, audit report and any recommended fixes, and testnet explorer, and then the mainnet launch and support. Again, this is just a rough guideline, but so far from the looks of it, we could be seeing, if this comes to fruition, smart contracts with Kaspa EVM come out in and around July, which is not far off now. You know, April, June, July. April, May, June, July. I missed one. So that'd be early Q3. So around Q3, which is a lot. I mean, frankly speaking, right now the cycle looks like it's going to be peaking late Q3, maybe Q4. So we can see smart contracts come out late Q2, early Q3 right now, if this goes to plan as well. Where you'll see the mainnet launch. You'll see validated onboarding, post-launch monitoring, and much, much more. We've got obviously here the budgeting here as well. So again, if you want to know more about this stuff, I'll be linking this in my community, my free Discord server. You go check that out here. Link in the description. You have homepages here as well, and also put it in the chat right now. I'll be linking information in there as well. We look like one of the four projects happening now, developing smart contracts, has got to a very crucial stage now where they kind of got a more concrete roadmap, a more concrete plan now, you know, in motion, if you will, and this should be coming out hopefully very, very soon. The next steps right now is upon release of this outline roadmap that we've got now, they need to secure funding from a funding partner, which could be the KEF. While securing funding for each specific phase within the respective timelines, we will sign all necessary legal documents and work will begin immediately. And then it'll be outlined a development phase section, and this is ongoing updates, either weekly or bi-weekly, so every 2 weeks as well. So again, this is stuff to look forward to. I'm excited to see, because smart contracts again is what's going to give Kaspa the adoption it needs to scale in this space and to increase its demand, and therefore to get the FOMO to drive back in, this event catalyst to get all the adoption coming back and the price to rally much higher as a result. I saw a post from CG talking about it earlier, saying he said $3 minimum Kaspa this cycle. Again, we can make our own predictions about that. I think $3 is a possibility. I wouldn't say it's a minimum, because I think minimum for me is probably more so $1.50, $2. $2 is my $2 to $4 is my average prediction right now. I think $3 is possible, but I wouldn't say it's a minimum. That'll put at $55 billion market cap, and while possible, if the cycle does end up peaking December time, we need to see the adoption come through. Smart contracts is very, very big though for Kaspa, and this is going to be game changing as well. And this could, again, the Kaspa I think is in, again, very pivotal stage right now, very early adoption, considering that again we have Igra Labs developing, we've got Kaspa developing, we've got Kaspa EVM now developing, all in the like accelerate. The only person we've not heard from right now is Project Sparkle, which is regarding crypto aspect, who's one of the core developers of Kaspa as well. He's the only person. That's the only project we've not really heard much updates from right now. We've heard it from every other, you know, project right now developing smart contract for Kaspa, and this could be extremely bullish right now. So we could be seeing a lot of catalysts coming through the Kaspa very soon that can start to generate more FOMO and belief back to the project. I mean, again, remember, CoinMarketCap still has Kaspa as the most bullish project right now. So I have to wait and see. Is 10k Kaspa enough to be financially free? I'm willing to hold it to about 2032. I mean, depends what you clarify financially free. To be a millionaire of 10k, you'll have to see a $100 Kaspa. So if you have $100, you'll be a millionaire. If my math is correct, I think it's correct, yeah. So is $1 million enough for you to be financially free? It's a question for you. I think 10k Kaspa in itself is already incredible, and if you're going to detail into it more and more, then you're in a very strong position, truth be told. Bingo Banger said, let's get 50 likes so we can get Mr. Miles a good lotion and not the hose again. I mean, yeah, if you enjoy these streams, doing these streams daily, of course, leave a like, share it and subscribe for more. What's up, Crypto Gosu? You're doing very well, my man. Stu, all the Solana meme coin madness is only going to play into the hands of true projects like Kaspa with actual utility and strong fundamentals eventually. I agree. Solana right now is where it's at due to its extremely quick protocol, but it's not secure. It crashes quite a lot. It's not really that scalable. It's got issues. And when the worldwide adoption starts with more institutions and more usage of people board these protocols, they'll start looking for something that's actually more efficient and actually can handle this scale, and that's where Kaspa will start to jump in and take its place because of what it can do. I read that rumor is that Kaspa distribution for Binance is tomorrow, but not necessarily a spot listing at the same time. Could be bollocks though, probably is. From what I'm aware of, the fund distribution that Binance posted about did state this is not guaranteeing a spot listing. The incentive from the Casper community, though, was that a funding wallet is only possible if you get a listing. Now, I'm not sure when the distribution period is going to be done. Right now, we've still not had it. And some say it's tomorrow, some say it's going to be on the 19th, some say it's going to be on the 24th. Again, right now, numbers are being thrown out there. We don't know when the time's going to be. But it'll come in due time. And maybe that'll correlate to a listing, maybe it won't. A listing will come for Casper in due time with Binance, I'm sure of that much. This distribution period will be done very, very soon. And I do believe Binance may have to... I mean, the fact that you see this, Binance had a chance to do the funniest thing here and list Casper before Coinbase launch perpetuals for Casper as well. And then you see Binance US post this, coming soon in just 2 days. Again, I just think it's a possibility, right? It's a possibility. Again, based on the fact you've got FTX redistribution starting tomorrow as well. The fact that also on the 20th, we're going to be seeing China stimulus discussion seemingly happening. I made an announcement about that to my executives already about what we'll be seeing coming through very, very soon. Trying to make some big announcements as well. That could be very bullish for the market. I have to just see right now. But I think, again, Binance for me, it's not a matter of when. Someone else speculated it's going to be on the 19th, but of course not financial advice. And I highlighted NDA as well. Until I see this big green Casper logo on the Binance website, I'm not going to get my hopes up. I want to speculate it's going to be them, and I want to believe it's going to be them, but until I see the Casper green on here, I'm just going to be like, cool. So it might happen. We'll have to wait and see though. But I think it is a matter of time, again, with what's coming to Casper, this wallet again, accumulating more and more, and now going number 4. This is a massive, massive wallet that, for me, it has to be an exchange. So either it's a known exchange that's got their tag removed, or it's unknown exchange, which seems to be more so an unknown exchange because they're getting their Casper from the likes of Bybit Exchange and KuCoin Exchange and Gate Exchange, from my knowledge. So this is a wallet that is taking Casper from the other exchanges and putting it into their own one. So for me, they're just buying and preparing for their own listing. So I do believe it's likely to be the likes of Binance, and it's kind of got 2% of the current supply, which is insane. And we'll see a lot more. I'm hoping we'll see Binance very, very soon. Again, the FOMO is kind of going more and more. This potentially could be the announcement of Binance. FTX redistribution will start tomorrow as well. And we've got massive smart contract developments as well regarding Casper EVM, talking about Incurred Labs as well. Some very interesting stuff as well. And also Casplex as well. As Oyster Lee highlights here, they're getting very, very close. So I'm sure we'll be seeing some smart contract developments and kind of almost finalization end of Q2, Q3 sort of time to be very big as well. And of course, there's a lot more coming to Casper as well. The next evolution of Casper will change the course of history. We've never been so inspired to push the boundaries and build. We've got Exodex here, who are building stuff with Casper as well, a wallet, which is very good to see. We equally have Eclipse Lab here, who made a post saying fraud-proof protocols are the backbone of optimistic roll-up security and a crucial milestone to the path of stage 1 layer 2 status. So with insight from this man here, or from this institution here, from Risk Zero, we lift the veil on fraud-proof protocols and present Eclipse plan to fraud-proof of network. And this is important. I highlight this because Johnny of the KEF said, awesome work. KEF, can you recruit some Risk Zero talents maybe? So maybe we'll see even more impressive talent jumping on top of KEF and therefore working with Casper very, very soon. KEF already done a lot with DWS partnership. We've seen Incurred Labs, who are now working and building on top of Casper. You've also now got Bits Lab, who are auditing an audit partnership coming to KEF and therefore to Casper as well. So we'll see a lot more, I'm sure, very soon as well. And as Casper Stats highlights here, we're going to need some truly arty people to start making battle cards soon with all these projects coming through to Casper. Incurred Labs, Zelia Swap, Casper EVM, what Shy's building as well. You got what Crypto Aspects building as well, Casplex, and you got all this stuff down here you can't see because I've got a text up. You got all this stuff down here, your Asset Mint, Olive Chain, Airspace 3D, Gigawatt, all these KRI projects, all these NFT projects. Like there's so many projects that are still in extremely early stage development for Casper, extremely early stage, and they are due to be releasing all this year. And that FOMO alone will drive Casper to much higher prices than where it's at right now. Where? We can speculate. For me, I still think $2 is possible, based on all of what I'm seeing so far, how soon we can see smart contracts coming out, potentially Q2, if not early Q3. The fact that we are seeing a lot of coming through right now, the fact that we've got, again, these exchanges seemingly now testing the waters, Coinbase perpetual futures coming out in just 3 days' time, Binance again, just constantly. I mean, Binance, this again could be Binance listing for Kaspa, but Binance again, seemingly getting closer and closer. We know that this distribution period will come to an end very soon. When, we don't know, but it should be coming through in the next few days, I like to believe. Wallet 5 stacking up more Kaspa. Things are looking up for Kaspa. Price, while yes, down today, 4%. Things for the most part, again, as Kathy was saying, the longer the base pick the breakout, we are in a very good position to see a volatile shift for Kaspa, in my belief. Maybe this week following Coinbase perps, that might be an event catalyst to see the volume rise for Kaspa, and therefore Binance jump aboard as well. Let's not forget that, FTX distribution as well, going to start tomorrow, and you'll see it happen, throughout a period of time. So that'll be some more capital flowing in as well. I'm sorry to hear that, Ghost, my man. Hopefully your foot takes better as well. I'll get better very soon as well. Yeah, 5th of March. Hopefully, I ended up breaking my. It's a while back now, but I remember breaking my elbow when I was younger, and that was not fun. So, and I can't imagine. I've broken my toe before actually as well, and I couldn't actually walk. But the problem, broken toe is terrible because you can't do anything for a broken toe. A broken foot you can get in a cast, but broken toe they can't do anything to it. They have to they give you some weird funky sandal, make you just kind of walk weirdly. They can't cast it up. That hurt like hell. But yeah, enough about me. I hope your foot and injuries get better soon, my man. Octo Plus. Binance and Coinbase won't list spot this year. They'll accumulate in the bear market. Cheap. It's obvious. No allocation and millions of fees. I wouldn't say it's obvious at all. We could speculate all we want, but I would like to believe more so that we're going to see some listings happening with these two exchanges this year. If this is a cycle, which it is, where you're going to see massive levels of institutional adoption, which it is, you already got crypto at a 3.16 trillion market cap, with the potential to go to 6, if not even higher than that in the cycle. We're still very, very early in the cycle. The amount of capital that's going to flow in. Why would these exchanges wait for a bear cycle? That, truth be told, that also may not happen. We are in a very new cycle where we've got institutions involved. They may not want to send crypto high and then send it down 80% like it always does. It may only come down 50% or even 40%. Again, we could speculate and wait and see. We can't determine that much. But for me, this is Kaspa's first cycle. They have connections to Binance and Coinbase and all the other major exchanges. They're coming through now. Binance have had over a year to accumulate with futures and a mining pool. So Binance, at the very least, I believe will happen this cycle. Coinbase, we could speculate. I think that happened in the cycle as well, but I think Binance most definitely happened in the cycle. I'm very confident in Binance listing this cycle for Kaspa. Coinbase, we could debate that much. But Coinbase notoriously are very, very late to list. They normally list at the very, very peak. Are you bullish on counting memes like Nacho? Yes, I am. I don't hold any right now, though, disclosure, but I do plan to hold some soon. I say that all the time, but right now the time for me is just not been... haven't determined this being the right time right now. Right now, the money for Kaspa is still not coming in. Therefore, these aren't really doing anything either. So I'm trying to wait for the event's catalyst, if you will, to send Kaspa higher, and therefore send these memes going higher as well. I like Nacho. I like Kango. I like Kaspa, Gold, and many, 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 many more. Bert, Conan. I like Kiki as well. Like, there's many more in this space. I haven't given a lot. Those are the top ones, of course, that I think it will do quite well. We'll have to wait and see how they actually, develop more and more. But I've seen a lot from these projects as well. Apparently, they've got a lot of connections to other tier ones, like Kraken, for example. They kind of just, their market makers have told them about them and just waiting. So what I'm assuming what they're doing is they're waiting for the Binance listing first, and following the Binance listing, then there'll be the catalyst and momentum needed to bring more money into Kaspa and therefore more money into KRC20, and then they'll launch their tier on top of that as well to continue the momentum. It all takes time, DCA and hold, and you'll be rewarded. I completely agree. If getting rich was easy, we'd all be millionaires right now. It's not easy. It's been a roller coaster, to say the least, for Kaspa in particular. And we'll have to wait and see. Ultimately, we'll just have to wait and see. I think we've got, again, Kaspa's got a lot more coming for it, and arguably one of the biggest. Well, arguably right now, it could be one of the biggest gainers in the cycle, because it's come down so heavily. It's currently 50%, 60%, 67% undervalued. So, should it reach the levels of $2, like I'd like to believe it will do, that's quite a comfortable 20x from here, almost. A 20x is quite a massive gain, and I don't think many other top 100 tokens will make that sort of significant move this cycle. Until DC and BitConnect gonna be rewarded big anytime soon. Love to hear that, DC. Keep it up, my man. Keep filling that bag. But, I mean, that's right now. Wait, what's the time? Time is 8:30. Wow, really? That's crazy. I started streaming at 8. But yeah, I mean, right now we've got in a very good position right now. We can see, macro side of things as well looking very, very good. Apparently, Abu Dhabi invested $437 million in Bitcoin ETFs, and Wisconsin doubles its holdings. So Abu Dhabi is now added Bybit shares to $202 billion in asset under management. So we've now got more Bitcoin adoption. Good to see. And according to Watch the Guru here, the $725 billion asset manager Bernstein says that the US government could sell some of its gold reserves to purchase Bitcoin. So again, the bullish sentiment around crypto has not faded at all. The markets, while a lot of people right now are seeing it in a very, very bearish mindset, which I can understand to an extent, but I wouldn't say that we are in a bearish market at all. I understand why everyone's bearish right now, but we're at a bearish market where Bitcoin's at 95k. That's quite nuts. That's quite nuts indeed. I don't know why these messages have attracted. I'm guessing these. Is Nessie and Stu, you both retracted your messages, or that just YouTube being weird? Because I saw your messages coming through and they got retracted for some reason. I'm not doing anything though, if that is me. But for some reason, these messages that you guys are putting are getting retracted right now, and I don't know why. Unless it's you, the guys that are doing it. But yeah, again, we look at a very position right now where the markets, again, they are seemingly still quite boring, but boring can be best at times. Boring is when you want to start researching more so, understand more so, and build up your knowledge of what's coming through to this market. And Kaspa, again, they are doing what they should be doing this cycle, which is just continue to build more and more. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff. Smart contracts looking very, very good. Binance, again, potentially listing very soon. We know Coinbase perps are coming out in 3 days also as well. So Buffalo 33 said I messed with a link. Yeah, I know any messages that have links in it, they do get deleted, because Coinbase don't like, not Coinbase, YouTube don't like links. So if you want to send a message with a link in it, then you can send it to me through Discord, my man, and I'll open it up there, and then showcase it on stream. But YouTube don't like it for some reason, which is very. I wish they didn't do that, but I don't think I can turn that off. That's just a YouTube thing. But yeah, again, I'm saying we've got a lot of developments coming through to smart contract with Kaspa. We're seeing KF making even more developments. Smart contracts again building up, and Binance again seemingly more and more. And I think we've got a lot more coming through as well. I don't actually. I deleted it. Okay, I was okay. That was you then. That's fine, my man. But yeah, we've got more speculation again here. People saying here about. This is the post I think that you were talking about earlier, DC, about potentially we could see the distribution period being done tomorrow for Binance support here. So if that's the case, then we should be seeing that come tomorrow. But I mean, that's good. Then we should have the confirmation therefore the Binance distribution will happen tomorrow. Potentially, we can therefore see a listing following that very, very soon. I mean, think about it. The timings could potentially align if you see the distribution happening tomorrow, and then you have this happen the day after that, just before Coinbase perps. That could also, lead into a Kaspa listing. I mean, we'll have to pay attention to that. That's only 2 days away. It could be very, very, very bullish indeed. I mean, yeah, I'll be honest. That's actually majority of what I have today's stream. Normally my streams go on for at least an hour, but that is a very short stream. I don't have much more to cover today. So unless you guys got some questions to ask me, I might have to wrap up a little bit earlier. Links plus crypto equal no. Yeah, I know it's ridiculous. I don't know why you should do that. But yeah, if you guys have some questions to ask me, but feel free to go and reach out and ask some questions in the chat. But right now, I guess, yeah, right now we're in a position where markets are boring still, and Kaspa's, still hovering between 10 and 11 cents, which is good to see. We've got a massive sell wall at around 11 cents, which is why it's not broken above it just yet. But we're seemingly getting a lot more FOMO with Binance again. Distribution period being done tomorrow. Potentially a listing coming through the day after that as well. And smart contracts again, developments coming through thick and fast. We'll see, hopefully if the Kaspa EVM gets some funding very, very soon, we can see them fast track their developments. What they're waiting for right now is funding. They need the KEF. They want to get KEF funding, but to get the funding very, very soon, we'll see these smart contracts come out sooner as well. So I have to wait for that. And I'm sure many other projects in a similar space as well. I know Zelio swaps are waiting for Igor Labs, and they got a testnet, I believe, coming out in the next couple of weeks as well. Igor Labs got a testnet coming out soon as well. I want my money back. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's ridiculous that my streams are not even going for an hour. It's terrible. I need to do better. Do you think Mr. Mars well? Okay, so we get to the silly questions right now. I don't know, Mr. Mars. He's been sleeping a lot recently. I just leave him his dinner just on the floor and let him eat what he wants. I don't even know why I'm joking about this. No, I don't know. Mr. Mars he's been busy recently. I'm sure he's watching the stream on playback as well. Yeah. With that being said, though, again, if anyone has any more questions, feel free to ask. But if not, then I will probably wrap up the stream right now, because this information once more. I'll be retweeting on my Twitter page. You can go follow me here. I will also be putting this up in my community as well. I apologize today's stream so early. I thought I had a lot of sources today, and I do, but I've been able to compact it quite small right now. But yeah, is smart contracts the same as other coins projects which use the Kaspa layer? That's a good question. So these smart contracts will be not exactly the same. Not exactly the same. So the smart contracts on Kaspa will have the benefits. Let's get Kaspa EVM, because I made a post about this as well. Everyone's just talking about soapy beans on toast. Like, what's this? What is it? I'm British, man. I get it. Everyone's got the funny thing that we only eat beans on toast and we don't wash our dishes. It's ridiculous. I mean, Igor Labs made a post about that here as well, about the sort of stuff that's coming to Kaspa. Why smart contracts on Kaspa aren't exactly the same because of the project Kaspa itself. Whereas all the other projects, blockchains in this space that have smart contracts, they've got this adoption and whatever it needs, but they're because of their proof of stake like consensus and principle, and also due to their scalability and decentralization and security, their smart contracts, while they're on the platform, the adoption they'll get won't be able to handle it properly. But for Kaspa, Kaspa right now, where they're representing a attempt to surpass the limits of Nakamoto's consensus by making it even faster, which you already see Igor Labs showcase kind of how fast this sort of stuff looks like. We're going to see it come through a lot quicker as well. Also, the other smart contracts tend to, notoriously only go through layer 2, to where Kaspa's going to go through sort of like a layer 1.5, which is interesting as well. So in a kind of vague sense, I would say they're the same but different. And I would like to argue same but different but better as well. And Kaspa's quick infrastructure, seamless and also interoperable with other chains as well, make it, kind of again a central hub for crypto projects going forward as well. Talk about bubble gut. I have no idea what that is, so no. That didn't seem optimistic. I don't know what you mean. I'm I'm very optimistic about Kaspa. Beyond that, I think we all should know that. But no, what Kaspa is building is... the stream I made yesterday talked about that post in a lot more detail. About how CZ is also flipped the switch from saying Bitcoin is now only a store of value. So he's now, and I'm like, this all the stuff coming to smart contracts with Kaspa is very, very big. And I went into detail about this whole thread yesterday. I even made a short about it just earlier today. They're talking about all this stuff coming to Kaspa, about sort of revolutionary tech that's coming to it, and by that logic, therefore, why it could end up attracting more, volume and adoption than, other proof of stake projects in this space right now. All these projects, Ethereum, XRP, Ledger, Solana, they have the adoption already, so they have that advantage. But when they try to scale to a worldwide use case and they start struggling because they can't handle it, and also they're not going to be as secure as Casper will be through as decentralization, then the institutions will start switching their ideas where they want to go to, and Casper then can take over as well. But yeah, anyways, with that being said, if you've got no more questions, then that will be today's daily Casper and crypto live stream. 45 minutes, not the worst. I apologise if it's a bit too short for you guys. I know you like spending an hour listening to me ramble, but tomorrow hopefully we'll have a lot to talk about, especially if we have the distribution period going on right now. That could hopefully bring us some more, incentive or stuff to talk about with Casper, which would be very, very good to see. Casper again at a very, very early early stage, where the FOMO again is just building up more and more. So we'll have to see what happens in the very near short term for Casper. I'm optimistic we can get some big announcements come for Casper this week. This event in 2 weeks will equally be very, very big as well. So keep your eyes on the alpha information coming from that as well. And if you want to know more about crypto and other market sentiment, come check out the free Discord. Oh, you said I list on Disc. Okay. So we've got this period. So here's the link. Not sure if you shared it yet. So this is Casper. Okay, so I fed ChatGPT to certain post and gave it some sort of 10 bps. So based on ChatGPT, through Michael Sutton's post about 10 bps, they speculate that we could see a $5 trillion market for Casper by 2030, which that sounds extensive to say the least. That sounds ridiculous, but it depends definitely on the level of adoption we get into crypto. Because right now, not even Bitcoin's reached 3 trillion. Bitcoin's reached like 2.5 max. So we need to see Bitcoin reach 5 trillion first before we see Casper reach 5 trillion. But I'm not against the idea of it. The fundamental understanding of this, I do agree that with 10 bps following smart contract, everything else as well, we can see a lot more adoption of Casper quickly, and that can scale its market up very, very quickly as well. But I mean, that is interesting. ChatGPT though, again, they're based off communities. They compile information from the internet, so it's what community sentiment is. So if people have been saying this, it's just basically pulled that away as well. If I compile all the info I have from someone like QC, etc., like Starch RSI of the feeling, I think it will smell good soon. 1 to 2 weeks we will see. I mean, I hope so as well. We only got my belief is that February will be a good time for Casper. So far, February started up here at 13 cents. We're currently down about 20% from where February started. I want to say February a good month for Casper. I'm still holding on belief we could potentially see a Binance in this month, potentially in a few days. And that, of course, following Coinbase Perps could send Casper potentially up to 13 cents again. I don't think it's too much to ask to go above 13 cents again. Just have to wait and see. I'm looking forward to what Casper's going to be releasing the cycle in regards to just actual developments, and then what that can correlate to price rises as well. Someone make KRC20 equal soapy beans, please. No. Don't. I see a lot more reposts and likes on X now on Casper tweets. Yeah, right now the FOMO's flooding back into Casper again, which is good to see. The community's waking up again, and that is normally a good sign that the volume can start rising as well, being the event's catalyst to see Binance jump on board as well. If this volume goes up massively, which could happen anytime this week or anytime soon-ish, that could definitely be an indicator that Binance are about to jump on board. Wallet 5 again, stacking up more, is very optimistic as well. It sounds crazy, just wanted your opinions. I mean, no, it does sound crazy, I agree with you. It does sound crazy because for me, I like the idea of it, right? I will dispute the numbers because the problem is I cannot give any form of concrete belief in this because I don't have trillions of dollars of asset under management. I don't have, I'm not got BlackRock or Warren Buffett level of capital behind me. God, I wish I did, but I don't. Therefore, to envision 5 trillion to come into Kaspa, because considering that right now, crypto total market cap's only at 3.16. We've not even seen cryptos reach 5 trillion yet. Now it will, and it'll probably go much, much higher with everything coming on chain, real estate, blockchain, real estate, commodities, stocks, bonds, everything becoming tokenized, going on chain. We'll definitely see the market cap rally up much higher with more ETFs coming through as well. But if I was to look at this, my first and foremost thought is just, okay, we all see Kaspa reach ridiculously high market caps with its developments, but I don't necessarily agree with his numbers because I just can't envision it right myself. So it does sound crazy, I agree, but I would not be against that at all. 5 trillion market cap for Kaspa, just going to do the maths real quick, we'll put it in and around $100? Am I no, $125? Am I tweaking? Yeah, it's $125. That is correct, yeah. So $125 Kaspa by 2030, imagine. That sounds a bit much to me. $125 Kaspa by 2030 in the next 5 years. If that's the case, then yeah, we've got a gold mine here. That means you've got 10k Kaspa, you're a millionaire in 5 years. So that would be ridiculous. And if I knew that was the case, then I'd be stacking. I would sell everything I have and just be homeless for 5 years. I would. So I think 5 trillion Kaspa is a nice thought, but I think it's a bit much. I think it will achieve that in the future quite comfortably. I'm talking like 20 odd years in the future. I quite comfortably achieve that, if not higher, but it's too early to say right now because we've not seen the level of institutional adoption needed. We will laugh about it in 6 months from 10 cents. Oh yeah, 100%. Cap at 10 cents. We'll be thinking, yeah, I'll be wishing in 6 months' time why did I not buy more? Despite I've been buying everything I can with Kaspa, I'll be wishing why I didn't buy more in 6 months. I'm sure. 5 trillion will be amazing, no doubt about it. No doubt about it at all. But yes, now with that being said, you got an extra 6 minutes out of me. Fantastic. I wish I could be here longer, but thank you everyone for watching today's daily Kaspa and crypto live stream. If you enjoyed, as always, leave a like. Share your subscribe for more. If you want to know about crypto and other market segments, come check out the free community. And if you want to be even more locked in, Max my better from crypto as well, learning a lot more through institutional documents ahead of time, swing trading, alpha information, and much, much more. We got a WAP page, a Patreon that you can come join for free. We've got a 7-day free trial. You come join and check it out. If you like what you see, then by all means come sign up. But yeah, come join for free. You can earn a lot more in there and be worth your while. And yeah, Kaspa looking in a good strong position. I think things are coming through very soon. You are allowed to quit the stream when you become a millionaire, but not without saying goodbye. Well, I will hopefully... Well, I'll be on stream forever then. But with that being said, thank you everyone for watching today's stream. Have a great day, good evening, and good night. I'll hopefully see you all again same time tomorrow. And hopefully we'll talk about some Binance news. What is your favourite bean dish? Just beans and rice. Just beans and rice. A very, very African dish, actually, thinking about it, but I like it. Anyways, have a